Okay, everybody. Well, since I don't quite know when that sprinkler work is going to happen, I figured, why not? What the heck? Let's show you my work that I did after I rewired the zones. I do have a video of how the zones used to operate, and in fact, I'll put a link in the video description so you can check that video out. But now let me go ahead and show you how the zones run now that I've rewired them. And over here, I have a list of all the zones. You can pause the video and read that if you'd like. That came from the same Word document that I did for the Long Island house. I did a save as on that one just to keep it for memory's sake, and then I made a second one for here. And works very good. And the way you, and the rewiring the zones on this panel was very easy. Here they are. I just, disconnected the wires, moved each different wire to its correct zone, taking a picture, of course, beforehand so I know which wire I wanted to put to which. And on an index card, I put which zone was currently where and where I wanted to change it to. And this worked out fantastic. So now all the wires are in securely. Did a pretty neat job, I would say. All right, so let's go ahead. So just like last time, each zone will run for 2 minutes, and then there's 11 of them. So let's get to it. So hold down the right arrow again. And there we go. All right, let's head out to where zone 1 is now. As you can see, zone 1 is now the misters along the front walkway. This originally was zone 7, and this was the last zone before the backyard was done. So now, kind of like over at the Long Island house, and I made this the first one. I mean, it could just be because I grew up with this, but I like the misters at the front being the first zone. It just feels appropriate to me. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and walk around. So here they are once again over here. There's one in the corner there by the hose spigot. You can see over there. One over here, and here's a tall one by the front stoop, as you can see. And then here's another one. And most of the misters along this side are on the back here, as you can see. Here's that one over there. One in the corner right there. And there's one behind this big plant over here. Right by the hose. And, the hose isn't in its way, so that's good. And yes, that's the hose that Jay and I repaired. That came out good. So now the next zone is going to be the main front yard. And that should momentarily switch to it. There they all are. And this front zone is pretty good at popping up right away. So when you see the zones switch, it should be a pretty interesting sight. So I think. Let's see. Stand back here. Yeah, a little bit more wind from last time, but not too bad overall. There it goes. Now there's that one. Yep, there and now kind of like the Long Island house, the main front yard is now zone 2, kind of like how it was there. I should say it's been very dry here lately. I mean, the last time it rained was June 6th. We haven't really gotten anything since, so maybe sometime this week we'll get some. Not sure, but I guess we'll find out. So I think there's 7 heads on this zone if I remember correctly. There's one here in the corner, one there by the roses, one by the top of the rock there. This one over here by the walkway. And we have this one here. Let me just move this out of the way temporarily. Okay. There's that rainbird head that we had installed in 2017. And that one does seem to be operating fine, I will admit. And here's this one over here in the corner. Some may consider this part of the backyard, but this head was installed before we had the fence put in, so just for memories or fact's sake, I guess. You can still see we still have some brown grass areas. That's really unavoidable because even with the watering that we're doing here, it's been so dry lately, and it's very hard for these to keep up with everything. But I mean, a lot of it is still green, as you can see. And like, I wasn't going to wait for the lawn to be fully green to make this video. I was like, no, that's not the important part. The important part is getting everything operating properly. So now it operates very well. And now zone 3 is going to be along this area here. I think that zone did... Here it goes. Yep, there it goes. I think this zone was after this one. I can't remember. You can always check my... not my video. You can always check the video to find out. So there we go. There's one head here, one there, and one over here. Wait a minute. Okay, guys. We actually have a new head on the other side of the fence there. You see that? I am not kidding. That must have just been put in today. That was, like, not there, I swear. Yesterday or what do you call it, 2 days ago. Oh, okay, never mind. So we do have a head here now for this grassy area. All right. Well, there you go. Unexpected update. Yeah, I mean, just look at the grass here. See what I mean? Just it's been so dry lately. Wait, that shouldn't hit the fence like that. Who the heck did that? I'll have to adjust that. Yeah, okay, this is totally new to me, guys. Yeah, see, there it is. Where is it? All right, then. So we do have a head here now, and I guess he felt it was best to tie it into this zone. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads on this zone now. I was not expecting that at all. And you can kind of see where the heads are for this zone. See how, like, you have the green patches of grass? Like, you can kind of see where the heads are. Part of the problem is I think some of these heads need to be raised up a little bit. Like, see how you're only seeing water shooting out there? You're not seeing the actual head? Yeah, that does need to be brought up some. I know, like, you're supposed to have them not too high, so, like, you know, they don't get hit by lawnmowers or anything. But at the same time, it's like, really, you should it can be a little bit higher, I think. Yeah, wow. Well, there you go. I was not expecting that head to be over there at all. And zone 4 is going to be along the edge here. That was too funny. Okay, there it goes. Yep, there goes the other one. So, yeah, you know, you're familiar with this zone. This has 5 heads, or 6. 6 heads, it looks like. Yep, there's one there. One over here. And you can see this grass is getting watered. It's just so dry lately. And part of the thing is, compared to Long Island has like a lot of clay, and this is a lot more sandy. And like, you know, clay really holds water, and sand obviously doesn't. So that's kind of why it's a little bit harder here as it is. But yeah, like lots of lawns are like this. So yeah, these really should be raised up a little bit, I think. Just seems like it's too low, I feel. And like I said, this is all going into the vacant lot right now, which is fine. But again, if someone buys this in the future, we'll have to fix that. Here's this head over here, and there's the one at the curb. Now the next zone's going to be along the curb and kind of on the front yard too. But I'm glad I chose this zone the way I did because, you know, what is it? Along the curb, it follows this direction. You know what I'm saying? So it does have a direction along the curb. And you'll see. So in about a minute or two, this zone will finish up. Probably back away, make sure. I wonder if they mowed the grass today. I'm seeing some, like, tracks. You see that? I don't know. So, yep, here's all of these going. And again, the next zone's going to be kind of up here and also along some of the curb. Let's stand back a little bit. Don't want to get hit by that. Oh, geez, right. I was like almost right in the way of that thing. That was good positioning on my part, right? Okay, so now this zone consists of, let's see, this head here. If you remember, there's one up here by the plants. That one's kind of a little hidden, but maybe you can see it. Here's this one up here. That kind of covers this area. Top of that rock, sort of. And then there's one up here on the yard right here. And like I said, the reason why I didn't have this go after zone 2, which was kind of around here, is because, again, zone 4 is at the curb there, and then zone 5 rather moves a little bit more along the curb, and then 6, which used to be zone 1, is going to be further that way. So you see where I'm getting at it at? 3 at once. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you know the funny thing is, the way those two streams were going towards each other, that kind of reminds me of the mast arm sets over on Long Island. Yeah, like you know, the last head was in that corner over there, so. And yeah, you can just see where the heads are themselves is where it's most green. So, just kind of have to go with it, you know. You can see the head is hitting it, just too dry lately. But that happens sometimes, you know. Mother Nature does what it wants when it wants. Nothing you can do about it. Okay, and then the next zone is going to be along here. This used to be zone 1, if you remember. And now, now you can see it's further along the curb. See where I'm getting at with it now? This hits the grass over here, also hits the rock ledge, the plants there. This one over here by the mailbox. This head may have been added at some point. I honestly can't remember. Just because I know my mom wanted these plants to get watered, so that might have been an addition at some point. I can't remember. So that one's doing good. You see, this is a better height for the heads. You see how this one is actually above the grass when it's on, and the water just shoots unobstructed? Like, you don't see, like, big holes in the grass from the water streams? Like, that's how it should be, I think. And, like, obviously, the lawnmower's gone over that many times without a problem, so. And then we have the two here along this curb, if you remember. One in the corner of the driveway, and one at the corner of the property line. See? Right there. But that dead spot that was over there is still gone, so that's good. And just like I said, like, you know, the soil in Connecticut is much different from Long Island, so that's kind of why the water doesn't stick around as much. You just do what you can, you know? And, like, you know, you don't want them to run too long, because even though we're on city water, which is awesome, you have to pay for usage. So, like, you know, if these go all the time, you're going to be paying for that for sure. So. Oh, that hammerhead has the red nozzle, interestingly enough. Okay. Now, this is kind of the same order as last time. Now it's going to be up here like it was in the old video. I think the reason why this zone takes so long to gain pressure and also lose pressure is because the original pipe that they used along there before the driveway was done is still in use. So I think what happens is the water has longer to travel to get to the heads and also for the pressure to go away. See what I mean? This head, I think, could be higher up. It does hit the plants, as you can see, but I feel like that's too low. Oh, yeah, here's a good comparison, okay? Look at that head over here, all right? And then look at that hunter head with the red nozzle. See how you can actually see it? Like, that's how I think it should be. But it does still hit the plants regardless. Here's that one over here. The one over here. Then we have this one that was moved to this corner over here. Oh, I think where the car's parked right now, it might hit a little bit. Actually, no, not bad. It's going back to the left now, so it hit the rag there. That's kind of funny. Yep, that one's going. There's that one in the corner. And you may remember the Mr. Heads by the air conditioners. Second floor unit's running right now. Yeah, see? Mr. Head there. And this one over here. Pretty cool. Yeah, you can see the other heads from here. Well, this one's blocked because of the car, but... Yeah, see? Pretty nice. Now, the next zone is going to be the one along there. So, maybe if I'm lucky, you can see the... Oh, it's starting to lose pressure now. Yep, there it goes. You see how long it takes to lose pressure? That is really cool, I think. All right, now this is zone 8 we're on. This one, remember, there's a head over there, along that edge, over there down by the fence. Maybe you can see it. The one over there by the septic tank, and then that one kind of in the middle of the yard. Let's walk over this way. Go to the backyard for this. Alrighty. So let's see. Yep, there's the those heads again. Again, as you keep watching carefully, I am much happier with the order that these zones go now. It seems like a much more organized fashion, definitely. And then the next one will be this one in the corner here, and along the edge of the patio. This yard doesn't have quite as many brown spots, probably because it doesn't get quite as much sun as the front yard does. That's my guess anyway. Yeah, it does cover a good area. Okay, that's going down. This one should come up momentarily. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, again, see how low that head is? That's way too low, really. I'm sorry I keep saying that. I know I've said that multiple times already, but it's true for a lot of these heads. So, but it does work okay for the most part. And, oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, so the work's been done. I am not joking, guys. This was not like this yesterday. This must have happened while I was at work today. That is way too funny. So there you go. So there's that head over there. Again, that's a good height. That one was moved. I got to refill the bird feeder when I get a chance. I'll do that after I'm done with this video. Yep, here's this head over here in the corner. There's that head by the hot tub platform. That one does the 270 degrees of a turn, if you remember, which I thought was pretty unique. But yeah, look at that. Look at that mister. Oh, of course, doesn't want to focus. There you go. That that really is funny. There's the 270 head. This one, whoop, don't want this, this one in the corner here. What is that? Oh, that's one of the caps for that hammock thing. Let me get that. All right. That's important. Put it over here for now. And there's another head over here by the egress window that you may remember. Yep, there it is. So, oh, okay, it's changing. Good timing. Okay, now the essential part of the backyard is on, as you can see. Over there, over there. Yep, there's this one over here. This one kind of in the middle. That one over there by the fence. And this originally was the last zone. Now it's the second to last zone. Yeah, okay, so now with the mister hitting that part of the grass and this head, I don't know if that's coming out in the video, but that head right there is hitting that part of the grass. It should come back, I think. Again, I am totally shocked that that was there. I really did not see that until today. Guess the orange flag tells you something, huh? Yeah, see, yeah, like, that head's really far down. I don't like that at all. I mean, granted, the grass hasn't been cut yet, so it is kind of tall, but still, that should be higher up, I think. And there's the other two over there. I should really look at the heads while I'm facing the sun, because they're much more visible, as you can see. Yeah, you can probably see those okay over there. This was heading towards me. Is it going to stop in time? I don't know. It's kind of like back up slowly, see if... Ah, perfect. And now the last zone is the one along the fence. So see, as far as I can tell, this is a much more organized way of watering the grass. You see what I'm saying? Like, it starts in the front yard, then it kind of like works its way around to this way, kind of like in a circle, you know what I'm saying? Much more organized this way, I think. So we have one head there, that head over there that loves to make a lot of air noises. Then two more over here, and the one at the end, if you remember, I unclogged because it had a blockage in the nozzle, and it wasn't hitting that area. Okay, so that head is actually there now. Again, that was great. But yeah, look at this. Just there's only so much you can do. Just it hasn't rained for a long time. So, but that will help. That certainly will help. That really was fantastic. And here's the heads facing this way. Yeah, see what I mean? Definitely got to bring those up. Well, grass never dies in Connecticut, hon. Yeah, right. Yep, and the other two. Oh, and that's it. Yep, there you go, guys. So that is the rewired sprinkler zones, as well as the added heads. Unexpected update, but hey, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So you can see they do work very well, but just, you know, it's been very dry lately. So hopefully sometime next week it's supposed to rain. But with how weather people are, we'll see if that happens. But there you go, guys. There's the rewired zones as well as the heads added that I had talked about. Glad I was able to give you that update in one video. That was actually pretty awesome. So much happier now with how the zones cycle. They go in a much more organized fashion, if you want to call it that. And now we have those extra heads. Some of the grass should be getting better water than it had before. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.